I'm Adom TV. I'm also saying the big agenda, bro. If you say me, I copy him. No, see, I be born Sunday day. No, see, I kasi about Eddie, bro. You fast that kasi ma DBS Industries Limited, indeed. Or more Colorlink Plus. Or trying as a DBS anywhere kwapam. So 20 years and ya dear so be pada. Entina estate development. Sam crow musidai. As a DBS Industries. Mamonfa roofing sheet them bow down so. Within the question simple. On big agenda, His Excellency the President, Nana Adom TV, the last Friday, or directed the Finance Minister, say on starting engagement with IMF. Well, information I say very likely say IMF delegation, ebe backroom hotch na nafe ukwada on starting engagement. So, but it's on force. Stay tuned. In try home, Brian. Big agenda. Good evening. Okay, so last week, yeah, we say Arise Ghana demo. Indeed, after that, I buy issue directive and say I'm call IMF. Is it because of the pressure and our demonstrators, acquire more fast the petition, well, Bernard Mona, I am member of Arise Ghana. I'm in Bernard, member of Bibi
I won't pay Bonti.
Okay.
Yes.
And they say I'm Penisi and call IMF. Is it because of more demo now?
I say IMF is going to impose more hardship on the people of Ghana.
Oh.
The IMF has never been a panacea, Emma or my Ghana. 17 times Ghana call IMF. We move from grace to grass. We move from a wealthy country to a hippie country. So see, I'm in designation at IMF Edibamayang. At all points in time. In fact, near President Akufo-Addo Ekanye, Emma Ghana for Bibre to Abaman, or say, President John Mahama Eddie Ghana echo IMF because the policies are already by na and so as a president no baby ye every IMF mu. Na Ghana does not have anything to do with IMF. We should propound and propose our own solutions to our problems. Now, just after 5 years in office, baby Mahama Eddie Eko see ya President Akufo-Addo Abano mudi eko even deeper. And the deeper is as a result of the recklessness of Ken Ofori-Atta. But don't mean Kase Ken Ofori-Atta. It is. I
don't know. Be a pointing fingers. Don't
mean Kase Ken Ofori-Atta because Ubakase President Akufo-Addo because President Akufo-Addo no appointed Ken Ofori-Atta.
Yeah.
Or appointed Ken Ofori-Atta we ya Ken Ofori-Atta edi party a fee. The president's vision for this nation no. Nanka yese President Ohun. Say baby I can edi ekoi. That is not what I promised the people of Ghana.
No, what the party? Do you think that
I will give you two examples.
Okay,
then
sure.
If you want, I can add you more. One, President Akufo-Addo doesn't believe in taxation. He believes in production.
Yeah.
And yes,
I said it.
And now on Ankasa, okay, I will say from taxation to production.
Sure.
One can say from production to taxation. E-levy, production.
A tax.
COVID tax, production.
A tax.
Bola tax, taxation, production. Taxes on petroleum products,
But factories. Factories, your production.
Which factory? One district, one factory.
Yeah.
Me say, baby, I mean, if you make me account one me fi Upper West region, not one single legal factory.
In the pipeline.
In the nothing. Or say one district, one factory. And yes, sir.
Yeah.
And as a president, you know you have only 4 years. If the people decide to give you another term, then it is a different ball game together.
Yeah.
Into 4 years now, President Akufo-Addo buy one district, one factory. Upper West, in the 6th year, they don't have a factory.
Or any time here.
That is an added bonus. See what you say? Added bonus because first 4 years, I don't know second 4 years, is at the behest of Ghanaians. Say, say the amount. Not one single factory in the Upper West region. I can't remember one in the Upper East region. I can't remember one in the Savannah region. And I cannot remember one in the Northeast region. Northern region, I'm not sure about it.
Okay.
What you say? So there is no factory. Let's put that aside in the 5 northern regions.
No, but don't you think that,
I'm just talking about 2 policies.
Exactly.
I've just spoken about one, which is taxation.
Okay.
The other one, President Akufo-Addo and the Vice President, Vice President Okoka Swafes, Ekoka say, why you Juma wa Bank of Ghana? Na Juma na why you Bank of Ghana? No, si kabia Ghana, ASA yemfani ye.
Yeah.
Ghana and yes, and copy BC and Bianco. And a President Akufo-Addo Ekase, Yet sikaso. If you are mambua enko yenti, accommodate.
Yeah.
Can a furitia furata or buy? Onjin this year was sika wa omaimu. First thing was to lead us into the international capital market. Ken Bond, the templating, Bibia now across raise sika. Forgetting that there is a ceiling to which we can reach our debt limit. Sisi ano o de Ghana sika kurampo ekochewa amanonia omonto. Because it's like Ghana's money is valueless. Unofficial inflation figures is projecting us at over 45%. Ghana statistics say is getting to 30%.
So how would
the CD depreciation is beyond compare. So, at the end of the day, common policies to tool to agriculture and bamu. As we speak, and I used to do last year 250 acres. This year we have reduced our farm to 50 acres. Why? Because of the various prices of input. And I always cite this example. A bag of fertilizer 2021. Now a year 106 Ghana cedis. Oh yeah, bra. You need 3 bags of fertilizer. So you see, I know 1 bag of fertilizer is 420 Ghana cedis. And you still need 3 bags of fertilizer.
But you know now by taking half off of the cost.
It's not true. It's not true. There's no subsidy anywhere.
Really?
I'm telling you, it's not true as a farmer.
That's to you.
I'm saying that as a farmer, it's not there. I'm wondering why you are not in the farming business. You should go and try the farm. And you will see that what the government is saying is not true. It's not on the ground. Really? In fact, there's no even fertilizer today for the government to subsidize. And if you go around even within the Greater Accra, and you see the corn, that is even in southern Ghana.
No, but Bernard, yes, but there were a lot of calls to say I buy for IMF. Especially from the opposition.
Because I have insisted, and you know my principles, that from Bolivia to Argentina to your friend saying Venezuela, the IMF and Uganda, the IMF has never been the solution to many people's programs. And your IMF and say economic recovery program under the structural adjustment program. They brought out the program of action to mitigate the social cost of adjustment, PAMSCAD. I'm sure you remember.
Yeah, sure.
When PAMSCAD to mitigate the social cost of adjustment. Now I said the structural adjustment now IMF mankasa edibayano. Omunim say it will impose hardship on the people of Ghana. How was it going to impose hardship? Now lay off people and now downsize your workers. 2, the government should stay off state enterprises and what have you. And then reduce the size of government spending. Oh yes, we are. The end result is that people will not have jobs to do.
Well, Bernard, remember so quickly now. Dr. Alex Ampabe are joining indeed or a tax expert. Doc, what's the car? As I'm doing when you may be able to great. All right, and you know, saying that was say a buyer approach the negotiation with IMF.
Madam to be a millionaire. When it gets to negotiations now, IMF and conquer Nigeria economy and farmer force the parameters of Nigeria and Ghana. So crucial, you know, government need to get our priorities right. Areas are in government intervention ever born with economic recovery. The key areas that was the government. Yeah, letter of intent, you know, you address critically.
Okay.
Because I don't know what they call IMF said, Nema, Hieni, Nema and Kuyi Mamini, Sikami Hieni, Minya, say, I'm the way. I'm a minor fund to my prefer. And it's a letter of intent, you know, you shouldn't be overly ambitious.
Okay.
I was here very strategic and look at critical areas, and you say, how do you? The qua negotiation, Yahumba, the Betmia Cassaye, a area in say Betmia Boa, Ama, Esika Semonosono, and economy no affan into my pressure. You shouldn't go there with a name of PIA in say, ideally, the addition to the economic recovery will be somewhat limited.
Okay. But the last time I acquired IMF under John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, it raised about $918 or $13 million. At this crucial point, I hear now doing say, Abanya obetumi ama economy Nigeria.
Baby, Ghana was here, and a one-off payment and a solve a problem.
Oh.
apart from the financial support, we are going to IMF not because any money, but another be a happen but because of substantive issues are building up over time. Crucially, being our public financial management. The choir, your first suspending seeker, financial discipline. How do we cut the waste in the system? No amount of IMF will be able to save Ghana if you don't have the attitudinal change. Because before they are signing out IMF, we are making so many gains. Argentina, in less than 2 years, we are going back again.
Okay.
So the question comes from, yes, we might need maybe 2 billion, maybe 3 billion, but it also depends on our quota and cumulatively how much of arrears I work in the IMF. Remember, it depends package of the call. So, Sebastian Beko ECFR, you can only go about between 145% to 435% of our SDL quota, which currently is 738 million.
Okay.
So, which is equivalent to about $1 billion. And to put everything aside, say even you might 2 billion. 2 billion can never solve Ghana problem. Not even $10 billion.
Wow.
What will solve our problem is, apart from the money, there got to be conscious effort to, one, raise domestic revenue. Number two, we got to be disciplined on what are the things we should and shouldn't do. And you might be on my videos where Kasa, we am well, anyway, through ho. Let's how let Yana, you shock and the first way, Ben Nat, ye react, and Sana, Yanantia, so to America. So,
okay.
But we are poor country, but trying to live like an advanced economy.
Now,
so
two more questions.
It comes from attitudinal change,
right,
cost cutting, and efficient public financial management.
Okay. I got two more questions in the MFC. Number one, I buy none need a swan e-levy. At the end of the day, I'm saying, what exactly went wrong?
I never go wrong, because one, e-levy as it's in the form of the buy, it wasn't right.
Okay.
You never be on Facebook every Monday, just exactly 3 years today. I was part of a delegation and a conversation with the IMF, the World Bank, OECD, London. Within 1 year, UK introduced digital service tax, where they are taxing Amazon, YouTube, Facebook, Google. This is where the direction of most countries are going, digital service tax. You were Jumia, you were Gigi, you were Tonaton, you were Amazon, you were YouTube. Okay, YouTube video, how many adverts now be at a time? Because all those advert revenue will generate to how much goes to Ghana government? So they are real drivers of the digital economy. The real beneficiaries are the Gigis, the Tonatons, and the Jumias, and the Amazons and the YouTubes. Some phone also buy more when you come. Okay. But digital service tax are ever taxing person-to-person transaction. It's not going to be sustainable. Okay, E-level failed because of poor planning.
Doc, thank you. But my final question, indeed, you see all the commentary surrounding going to IMF. Are buying policies being out during say IMF coming in, be affecting them?
Immediately, the minimum things like a beer, nursing and teacher training allowance stand very tall. Because most of these, even though it's educational funding, but they qualify to be on student loan. Okay. So to me, I'll be happy if we move them into the student loan scheme to free the fiscal space. Among four are concerned about free SHS, but personally, I don't think free SHS will be affected because and free GRA, General Resource Account of IMF. Okay. It will come from the poverty reduction account. So any money that's coming from the PGRT, poverty reduction is key. And the IMF broadcast in free SHS, when they believe it. Maybe you better renew free SHS. You might need to review it and see. Okay,
that's a bit Dr. Alex Ampa, tax expert, and then back in the studio. Bernard Mona Ewaha may be sad, Doc, about possibly a buying policies best suffer. What do you think?
Oh, one of the things that OBNM said, the useless personal cathedral, President Akufo-Addo.
So you call it useless?
Useless personal cathedral. I'm a Catholic.
Yes,
born into the Catholic
but
Church.
It's not useless.
It's very useless. Very useless. That is my description of the useless personal cathedral, President Akufo-Addo. Until obviously, there is no need for the state to be spending money on that useless edifice. 2, the president's travels must be re-looked at. So, the president is doing, it's not in sync with the people of Ghana. Say utu kwan bia na wakọ jet na odiako utu kwan bia na wakọ jet na odiko ya kan na untie and things are going bad. Masa, the banking sector reforms saying you spend the year to collapse banks. That one was not IMF. That one was not COVID-19. That one was not Russia invasion of Ukraine. Yankasa, out of greed, we deliberately decided to collapse banks and financial institutions, over 25 million and a billion, and you spend a year in order to collapse these banks. After you have collapsed the banks, many people were laid off. Meba. Industries are now from these institutions. They also sank because their monies are locked up. Oka said depositors' monies were not going to be affected. Up to date, many depositors have not received their money. Worse is that the courts have asked you to reinstate UT any capital bank. For several years now, the court said that pay them all their monthly money and reinstate them to their jobs. So, nature say we have double incurred cost, which the government of Ghana has to pay. And the reckless judgment debts now, you remember recently the Minister for Attorney General and Justice, defended some case in the UK. And then we had to be slapped to so much judgment debt on. So all those things impact negatively. Worst of all, TME.
Yeah.
When COVID-19 came, it did not affect only the public sector. The private sector was also much hit.
Sure.
Me no eka say Adom TV or the media house here, you were affected because na nipa dudwana ntimi mbejuma. They can't come to work because transport to come to work was a problem. So you had limited staff. Most of your adverts and businesses, they were not more coming because why COVID-19 they were not doing. So your business and your profit and margins started going down. But the cost of overheads, hospitality industry, hotels, restaurants, chop bars, beer bars, and what have you. Baby, na frustrations no doors. We relax with our frustration. Even there, you closed all those places. Omwana omoto in toast be for 2 weeks. Jende for 3 weeks. Your friends saying ten nampa ana amani. Yeah. For 2 months. Omoto idina egu yes omoba be business. One day an announcement, all their businesses collapsed. Ni nyina pro. So their capital went down. If you are a government responsible, now say private sector is the engine of growth, which I always say is just a cliche. The engine of growth are near Obeyen say you come and spare, push the private sector, cushion them so that baby anana omowo and sana COVID by or moko form they can start from the same pedestal and go. You don't come and impose taxes on them. No, but candidly, Bernard, in fact, look into the cameras and tell me the truth. At this point, IMF near here. That's it. IMF, how do you need IMF? Yentis kanu subium. That be President Akufo-Addo si yetisika so na amamwa enko yeninti accommodate Ghana for bread into yentis kanu subium. So si yentis kanu subium, then they owe us an unqualified apology. Bank of Ghana no eni habium. Se Bank of Ghana ni habium na se si aye wo Bank of Togo. Ana Bank of Baruda, ana Bank of Azerbaijan, no mo beka kire because mo na mo ka kire and it was not like obi ofi abonti Vice President Bawumia no ye juma Bank of Ghana. Kobna do fo krampo no employ go no ye juma wo ho enye sa nti wa ye juma wo ho no e na wo ka kire se sika bia Ghana epese ye mfa na ye sie oman no esika no wa. Suddenly you are telling us that Bank of Ghana doesn't exist. Number 3, you don't believe that we should move away from taxation to production. Now, afedia motiha mo kachire say World Banks now yako in the previous, it's not the same type of World Bank we are going. It is true. Because bibia yebeka sabia no mo say mo digitalization aba. Intibia this one is digital IMF and the other ones were analog IMF. But the truth is that Ghana has run into a ditch. Instead of government officials to now come and say that niama nkoye no Mona Mokachire say when we were pointing out, say e-levy in the form it was being passed. Me as a businessman, or the e-levy by, it means that I will stop using electronic transfers. Because anytime I'm doing transfer, I say, make capital mote.
Bernard, Shabanim, if you are meeting President Akufo-Addo one-on-one, at the end of the catcher.
My catcher say he's a gargantuan monumental failure.
How?
He is the most disastrous leader this country has ever produced. Telling us things and doing the opposite. And coming to government, we cannot qualify him than to say that he's the most calamitous president that this nation has ever produced in the Fourth Republic. President Akufo-Addo must eat humble pie. In the face of all this, they still have the gusto. And they are blaming past governments for the wrongs of today.
Bernard, I thank you.
Thank you.
Bernard Mona, a member of Rise Ghana, indeed. One of the leaders. Is how you a leader, Anna?
I don't know what it means to be a leader. Because
you
my lawyer.
Leading the demonstrators.
Oh, now Okrampo by and no way.
No, me by as a media person.
Okay.
But
we are all Chrome Nashi. So say Chrome Nashi. Until you now also work on the leadership.
I was here Bernard Mona, I'm faster about affairs. Like I say, come DBS Industries Limited. Open sell board dance so DBS and wa any bit me about dance and after mama 20-year warranty said dinosaur nyade be pada. For DBS hotline is 0240-844-444. 0240-844-444. The big agenda within the question. Good evening.